welcome back. And today I'm going to show you how to make these lovely orchid flowers. Now, I'm only going to show you the orchid flowers today. Be sure to subscribe and look for my video where it shows you how to do the entire flower. All right, let's get started. And let's get started. So one thing you're going to need is, of course, we have our pieces here, is what I had used for this particular pot was this little floral wire. So what I wanted to show you is, see, I have these already have a loop on them and how I did that. So I just took my needle pliers, kind of pushed it around, and you kind of see there's a little piece sticking up there, and just wrap it around. Super simple. You pull it tight, or you don't have to pull it tight, just pull it upwards, and you straighten it out, and there you go. You have a little looped up little wire set there, and I'll show you what we'll do with that in a little bit. From a glue perspective, I am using the Barely Art Precision craft glue, the mini, and I have this little pin that I keep inside of there. Just keeps it clear. This makes it very easy. So we're gonna go ahead and make 4 of these today. I just wanted to do them in a little bit different variations just so you could see. And the first thing we're gonna do is put these 2 sets of petals together. And you'll see this is a really quick project when it comes to making the flowers. Just kind of line it up here, give it a pinch. If you want to, you can lift these up a little bit, because we're gonna be lifting them up in a little while anyway. So really you're just gluing this little section there. And we'll let that sit for a second, and we'll go on to the next one. And this is gonna be super quick. So actually let's just do right there in that section. Line it up, give it a pinch, set it down, go to the next one. We're doing assembly mode today. That's all right. This is super fun. And we're gonna switch it up a little bit and do a dark purple. Again, that, flip it right here, just give it a pinch. And then the next piece, let's have a little bit of time there. This is the center, basically, of the orchid, as you can see here. And a lot of these pieces are actually going to be flipped up, so we're really only gluing this little round piece here. That's all you need. So we're just going to put some glue on that, and I'll show you what happens with the rest in a little bit here. And then you kind of see where that bottom of that divot is, and you can line it up with the bottom here. It's okay if you cross over a little bit, it's not going to hurt anything. We'll just line it up to the bottom there. Set that aside and let it sit. We're going to grab a dark circle for this one. Give it a little contrast there. But I'm going to do a couple that are the same just so you can see what that looks like and decide what you like better for yourself. You don't have to, use two-tone purples. You can use pinks, whites, blues, whatever colors you want. Yellows. It'll all look good. What would be pretty would be a big white with a yellow center. That'd be so sweet. So whatever your favorite colors are. Okay, we can do this last one here. We'll line it up. And we're very close, honestly. We're very close. Now, what these are for is to kind of sit right here. Cutesy in the center. Actually, let me get my little scissors here. See a little fuzzy? Someday my cutter will cut perfectly and I will do a happy dance, let me tell you. It's all good. That's what scissors are for. And so for that one, I want to drop that right here in the center. And we're going to do that for each of these. So I'm going to be missing one. So I'm going to go impromptu. Where'd it go? Well, I happen to have, if you get a little too much glue, go ahead and just wipe it off. I happen to have a little one right here in purple. So we'll mix it up and we'll do a yellow one here, a dark purple on that other one. It's cool, it just gives it a little bit different look. I like sometimes mixing things up. And I know it's gonna go right there. So you can do it on here, you can do it on a little flower, whatever makes you comfortable. All right, and then last piece is going to be these little dots. I want to grab, since I did that dark purple, 1 second. Since I did that dark purple, let's see what I have for dots over here. Here we go, I got a yellow dot. That's what I was looking for. All right, again, you know, purple on purple is fine. It's just not as noticeable, right? And, you know, we want our things noticeable. Okay, I was gonna say, when this gets goopied up, go ahead and just wipe it down. We'll get our needle back in there in a little bit, and it'll keep it from drying out. And actually, if it does ever dry in the tube, you know, like say you have a really long project, you have it open for too long, that needle is great for just kind of poking it down in there. Since these are dots, we can just make a dot. And we're going to do the yellow over here, if I can get off my finger. And then we'll do the purple over here. There we go. Alright, and I say, no, I still need glue here. We're kind of letting them dry just a hair bit before we get fancy with them. So cute, they look like orchids, right? A little bit flat. And so what you can do, of course the centerpiece here is still drying a little bit, but to get these to look like this, have a little more dimension to them, what you're going to do is go ahead and pinch this center part, just kind of hold it there, lift these up like they're little wings, kind of press them, take your thumb, or I should say take your 2 fingers here underneath, and then just push your thumb in the center while you're kind of pulling those up together, almost like, again, like little wings, just kind of lifting it up, pinching it a little bit. You can always pull these little curly cues up as well. And then this one, we're actually going to bend upwards. Kind of gives it the center of the flower. And we're like, that's cool, you know what I mean? We got some dimension, but this part is so flat. So what you're going to do is the same thing. Is basically just hold it here in the center. You can kind of lift this upwards, and then put 2 fingers, whether your finger and thumb here on the bottom, and then your finger in the middle, and just give it a pinch. And as you're pinching it, you're folding it upwards. Same with the bottom. This one you can lift up a little bit, pinch it, and if it's, you know, still seems a little too flat to you, go back and pinch it again. And look how cute. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. Totally got some, look at, compared to the flat ones. Oh my goodness, that's great. All right, so we're gonna do these really quick. Again, just so you can kind of see. It's easier to kind of see it a few times, and makes a little more sense. Sometimes it seems one time it's a little too fast, you know. So lift it up. If you want, you can start top, center, bottom, whatever's easier for you. There's no right or wrong way to this. Alright, I'll do the last 2 here real fast. Pinch it, lift it, pinch it, lift it, pinch it. And these you can pull back because they're on the back side. Pinch it. But if you do pull them back too far, like that one's almost a little bit too far, go ahead and lift it back up again. And bring it forward. And then you can pinch it. Pull it forward. This one can be pulled forward a little more, so you can just give it a little pinch. It seems like it flattens out, just give it a squeeze. Won't hurt it. And of course, just don't overhandle it. It is paper. This is all made out of paper. You know, so it's however thickness paper that you did. This is a 65-pound cardstock. I don't think I mentioned that. So it's got some good little structure to it. It's not heavy, so you know, it's paper. So it's lightweight. All right. So we have our 4 flowers. The last thing I want to share with you is the wiring, because what I did was I took these and this is all paper, but I glued wire to them. So it's actually the wire glued to the backside. And then what I did with these, and what I'm going to show you, is I have this put inside the flower and then wrapped around the wire. So we're not going to wrap it around the wire today, but I can at least show you how to put them in there. So, you know, we have these slits here, and we have our back petals. And so what I'm doing is really just finding a spot between this petal and this petal. Actually, it doesn't matter which side, just in between the two petals in the back. And then what I'm going to do is give it a little squirt of glue down here. So I'll go ahead and give it a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is kind of cover that loop that we made here and just press that loop. You can see that. I hope you can see this. But, so we're getting it down in there, and then I'm just going to press it. While I'm pressing it, you see how we have our slit here? Go ahead and just pull it. Just so it's on this, in between inside the slit there. And now that you pinched it, go ahead and set it aside. It may have flattened out the petals, and we can just put them back again afterwards, but we'll let that dry a little bit. So we're going to find our gap between the petals. Put your wire right there, pinch it, kind of just pull this through. And the reason I'm doing that is because what I had done is kind of to hide the wire too, is when you're wrapping it around the other wire that's there, you're pulling it back here and looping it this way. So instead of it pressing against the leaf petal, you have it already here in between, and so it won't like interfere with it or look weird just trying to push on the petals instead of just looking natural. And again, there you go. Pulling it through, giving it a squeeze. Last one. Putting some glue. Alright, sticking our wire in, giving it a pinch, pulling it through the loop. Alright, I'll come back to this one. Still a little wet, I can feel it, that's okay. Like I said, as after it dries some more, come back and just, you know, pinch it up, squeeze it, kind of shape it the way you want to, keep pushing that up. And you have your orchid flowers. How cute is this? They're ready. They're ready to be used and made into an orchid plant. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed making these little flowers with me today. Don't forget to like, pound, subscribe, do all the things for my shop. Appreciate you. If you want to pick up the design, you can go to sarahproutydesigns.etsy.com and stay tuned, because in another video, I'll be showing you how to make this entire piece here with the pot and everything and putting it all together so you have the lovely orchid plant. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.